For task 3, we're going to have a look at the extrude tool in a little bit more detail. We're going to model a coffee mug. So we're going to retrace the steps we've already done. I'm going to build a cylinder, and I'm going to move that cylinder up, and I'm going to zoom in. Now I actually want to have slightly more, so I'm going to use 12 divisions on this one. The reason is I need a smaller division for the handle, so we're going to use 12 divisions. In fact, probably best to try 14 divisions. So 14 divisions. We're going to add the caps again, so 2 caps, and I don't really need to add anything in the height for this just yet, but because we're going to use the an insert edge loop tool for this, so I'm just going to modify the edges just as we did before. So I'm just going to scale these out. Okay, and I'm going to select the faces here. I'm just going to select these faces. Now, to get a good way of selecting these faces, I'm going to use the paintbrush select tool. I'm just going to use the B button to just make the paintbrush size smaller, and then I can actually select those faces. I'm going to use the extrude tool, and we're going to offset this with a thickness that's in a negative value. So this negative thickness is going to give us the thickness of the pot. So I'm going to use minus 1.8. That'll take me down to the bottom quite nicely. Okay, so for the mug we need to create a handle, and for that I need a couple of divisions adding into this coffee mug. So I'm going to add an edge loop. So we're going to get the edge loop from the mesh tools, insert edge loop tool, which is here, and we're just going to click and drag where we want this edge loop to appear on these outer edges. You'll notice it doesn't appear on the inside. So there we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is pretty much where we're building our meshes. Now it is going to create quite a lot of geometry, but the results that we're looking for will be excellent for us. Okay, now there's a couple of ways we can do this. We're going to actually create a bridge between some holes. So we're going to first put the holes in and select those edge loops, which is double clicking on both those edges, and then we're going to create a bridge between those two holes. You see there's the bridge that's been created. Okay, now the bridge we can have in here asks us which kind do we want. We could use a linear bridge, we can use a bend, which is quite cool, does the job quite well, or we can use a curve. Now when we do the curve, it is actually going to create a curve within the cylinder. So we hit the curve, and we should be able to see there's a curve appearing. Select this object. Let's just do this again. Bend, bridge offset, divisions. Okay, I think for us to use the curve we actually have to do it at the beginning, so let's try that again. I'll just use the undo tool, just going back to this point, and then we will open up the options first, and we'll tell it we want a smooth path and a curve. Okay, so using both those, we hit apply, and we should see that there is a curve now being built into this. Excellent. Okay, so we go to a 4 view. You can see that the curve actually has edit points, control vertexes, just as we had before, and this allows us to modify the shape of the handle, which is excellent. There we go. And we can also add more divisions, so we can add, say, 6 divisions into there, or maybe 8 divisions, and we really can start to see the shape that we want. We can add an offset and a taper, which is quite cool, which is actually pretty cool when you're building a coffee mug. Okay, and remember that we have to delete the history. Okay, so the history needs to be deleted. So edit, delete by type, and history. Okay, so that was a very quick coffee cup. The curve inside now can be deleted, and we have that coffee mug built quite quickly out of a cylinder.